Hey, you're just in time. I think I can trust you. It's the most terrific secret. Would you believe I've been right outside this world? A place where animals can talk and there are dragons and enchantments.
It would be the easiest thing in the world to say I'd made it all up. But I didn't. Found any new countries in the cupboard lately?
If things are real, they are there all the time.
Are they?
Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the TV Movie Show where I celebrate the unsung heroes of TV and movies. TV Movies. My name is Kyle Smith, and welcome to Teleplayhouse. Narnia. All that lies between the lamppost and the great castle of Cair Paravel. Narnia of the heathery mountains and the thymy downs. Narnia of the many rivers, the plashing glens, the mossy caverns, and the deep forests ringing with the hammers of the dwarves. Oh, the sweet air of Narnia! What was I talking about?
Narnia?
The Chronicles of Narnia is a series of 7 books written by C.S. Lewis, published between 1950 and 1956. In this series, Narnia is a magical realm, occasionally visited by children from our world. But this isn't the 1950s fantasy literature show. It's the TV movie show, a program born of my love for the forgotten ones, the outcasts, the Boo Radleys of the media landscape, television movies. You may recall that Boo Radley was one of the heroes of that story. And that's how I feel about TV movies, you know? They keep out of sight, constantly underestimated, but should you need them, they'll come through for you. And I guess I just need them more than most people.
Every now and again in my life, for no reason at all, I need you.
Miniseries, limited series, special event series, and of course, movies of the week. I can't get enough of them. I don't exactly know why I love them so much, but perhaps it's because many of my childhood favorites were movies for the small screen. Now, of all these underdogs of the airwaves, little me was particularly obsessed with the unparalleled masterwork that is BBC's The Chronicles of Narnia.
Well, this is delightful.
This series, broadcast between 1988 and 1990, adapted 4 of Lewis's chronicles into 3 miniseries. So why start here? Not here, like my closet. I mean, why Narnia? Why did I pick this as the very first episode of the TV movie show? Well, many reasons, but in short, because I have an unabashed love for the Chronicles of Narnia.
That's a bold statement.
There have been several other attempts to bring this series to the screen, including an ITV serial in 1967, an animated TV film from 1979, as well as probably the most well-known version, a series of theatrical films that began in 2005. Now, what all those movies fail to properly explain is that Narnia is, in fact, awesome. It's awesome.
Ah, you like it.
So yeah, this BBC series, it's the best. No other adaptation comes close to capturing the spirit, the beauty, or the heart of Lewis's original vision. Now, I don't live in the UK, but I would catch these movies on PBS, the Disney Channel, or I would rent them repeatedly from my local video store.
Certainty. The future is about to be placed.
Hello, welcome to Masterpiece Video.
As a child, Narnia was my window on the world, so to speak. It's where I first heard accents different than my own, where I first learned about World War II, and where I first was introduced to the confectionery pleasures of Turkish delight. So, the impact that these movies had on my education and early development really can't be overstated.
I think this boy's cheese slid off his cracker.
Now, I say movies here, and I probably will again many times. BBC Narnia has been variously described as a TV series, miniseries, a series of miniseries, a TV serial, and television movies. Now, When originally broadcast, they were shown as 25 to 30-minute episodes, but nowadays you'll almost always find them packaged by title as a miniseries about 3 hours long, 3 of which were produced in 1988, 1989, and 1990. Just know that from now on, if I say the movies, I'm talking about the BBC 80s Narnia miniseries TV movies.
Etc., etc., etc.
As this is my pilot episode, I'm bound to make some mistakes, you know? And some things may change if I get picked up for series, like these glasses, for example. These are my backup frames. I don't normally wear these, but I thought they made me look scholarly and devastatingly handsome.
Not my usual, but nice.
Could be even bigger changes in episode 2, like my character is suddenly portrayed by a different actor, or I disappear from the show entirely like Fluffy on the Brady Bunch. I'm still waiting to find out what happened to that darn cat.
Why don't we just settle down and watch this fascinating movie?
But today's story isn't about a cat, a man, and a closet. It's about a lion, a witch, and a wardrobe. Kind of.
Mostly.
Not only is this my very first episode, but it's a very special episode. And that's because, in addition to exploring the wonders of the miniseries, I want to talk a little bit about, please try to contain your excitement, small rectangular objects called books.
I know books! I have 186 of them at home.
So, this story is huge. Where do I start?
Let's start at the very beginning.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Fräulein, but I don't need a governess. I think we can all agree that the best way to go about this is to be exhaustingly comprehensive. Since it's the holidays, I've decided to give the gift of brevity, as my way of saying Happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, and of course, Hogfather. I'll spare you the Narnian deep dive. What I will say is that the Chronicles of Narnia books are wonderful, and there are 3 of them that have never been adapted for film or television. I highly recommend reading The Magician's Nephew, which is the first book chronologically. There's also a great set of audiobooks read by the likes of Kenneth Branagh and Patrick Stewart.
So it's true.
Oh, indeed. So, in the future, I may do more thorough reviews, but today I'm just here to cut the ribbon and go home and drink my eggnog.
It is with great pride that I dedicate this new school, sports arena, or attraction.
I cannot more highly recommend these movies. They really have something for everyone, like maybe you're a fan of witches turning people into stone. Or betrayal.
Of all the poisonous little beasts.
Witches turning into snakes. Warwick Davis.
Why don't you draw your sword, poltroon?
Or maybe you just love lions who can fly. Fun fact about Aslan, he created the universe. And then he died. And then he came back to life. That is wild.
She's kept me out a long time, but I've got in at last.
Much like Father Christmas on his journey back through Narnia, I too must make a journey. But I won't say goodbye, I'll just say, fare thee well. This has been the TV Movie Show. I'll see you next time.